took a look at your file. I mean, you graduated top of your class, specialize in weapons training, hand-to-hand combat.
I've thrown a punch or two.
So you're the man.
I think you have an inflated view of me.
A manhunt is still in effect for the hacker-terrorist known only as Lazarus.
But you are the Lazarus responsible for the proliferation of the Lazarus hack.
I wouldn't know anything about that. In the Apex, how's that hack working for you?
I need more.
I can get you into freaky deaky sex rooms if you want to go that route. King, S&M, D&D.
No. I want to fight. I need to take it to the next level.
Be prepared to die at any minute. Brutally and painfully. You'll spend the rest of your miserable fucking life in a perpetual nightmare.
This is our intro?
Do you have any fucking idea what you're getting yourself into?
I'm not afraid.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the platform. Episode 117. As you just saw, that was the trailer for Interface.
There are a lot of issues
we
in the
have
modern
a
video
ultra
game
special
industry.
guest
These issues
on
are
with
also,
us today. Hold on,
fairly complex and diverse.
All right. Ultra special guest with us on today, Mr. Chris J. Alex. What's up, man? How are you doing? Tell us what you got going on, including the show Interface, and tell us when was the last time you actually touched the game?
What's up? Yo, we're taking over your airwaves right now.
What's going on, man? So look,
Okay, so
man,
right.
what have you had? You said what?
What you say?
I said, have you had a chance to play anything? Like, when was the last time you had a chance? I know you're busy. What was the last thing you've played?
The last thing I play, I always play. I always jump in and out of fighting games. It seems like I buy Street Fighter every year for some reason.
Okay.
I buy it every year. I don't know why. It always comes out with a new anniversary edition. So I thoroughly enjoy playing that game and just trying to find the right joystick where I can do.
You got to be able to pull them moves off. You don't want to be a bitch when you first get a game because you already know how that goes. You know how that goes. Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Anybody hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
You know, I'm thoroughly satisfied with getting beat up all the time. I can hear you now. It's a little bit of latency.
Is it? Hold on. Is it? Shouldn't be. Can you hear me now? There we go. Can you hear me now? Good. All right. So you said you got into Street Fighter. Can you? I want to ask you a quick question before we get into our intros about Interface. So can you hear me? Can you? I feel like I can hear. It's like I don't know. It's like I don't know if I can hear you. Or if you, I'm not sure. Tell us about Interface. Can you tell us about Interface?
Okay. I can hear you.
Can you hear me now? All right. So can you tell us a little bit about Interface?
Yeah, it's just like a little. So what?
Yeah. Can you tell us about Interface? Go ahead.
Oh, technology. Okay, so a little bit about Interface. So Interface is imagine, we're way in the future. And, okay. All right, so all right, there's a little bit of latency. All right, but so imagine you are in, the future, and then the ultimate gaming platform. Maybe it's like PlayStation 50 or Xbox, 300, whatever. But this interface allows you to jack into this gaming system where the experience is real in a sense, and what happens is inside this world, I'm kind of a hacker, so I'm kind of like the ultimate jailbreaker of this world, and that's my character called Lazarus. So it's pretty much whatever you would imagine being addicted to the most dangerous, most intense video game experience would be like, and then having someone able to manipulate that experience for you, and then ultimately being able to weaponize this thing either for the common good or for other motives, without giving some of the story away. But that's the premise of Interface. It's the ultimate gaming platform, and we got some really talented people. The guy you saw busting all the ass in the beginning, his name is Trevor. I gotta look at it. He's a good better, but Trevor Logan. But he's a crazy stunt dude. We got Tony Cavaleros, Sophie Norman. We got a lot of cool stuff. Michelle Lee, Kinyuma, but my character is Lazarus, and it was written and directed by Ben Ramsey. Mm-hmm. And he did like Love and a Bullet. Like if you kind of like an OG, you grew up in my era, you watched like Tretch and that stuff. And he also did the Big Hit.
Absolutely. Yeah. We in that same age category. So did you guys read? We're in that same age category. We're in that same age realm. But yeah, man, I thought that looked fantastic, man. That's like my type of shit, like the sci-fi, hyper reality shit, man. Plus, I was going through a little bit of Interface. I was kind of like looking at all these. It was like small vignettes of the movie of the show, and you were whooping old boy's ass, man. Officer Bakari, I think that was his name in the film, in the show. And you made him like a little bitch, man. He tried to step hard, and he was like, slapped his ass down, man. That shit was dope. How was that, man? How was the fighting scenes in that show?
You gotta give him like 30 seconds to respond.
I tell you, every show is a little bit different. It has its challenges, but yeah, that's yeah. So it's kind of like it almost feels like when you watch live TV and you see someone like waiting to reply. So yeah,
it's like news, like CNN shit. You can see it.
But every thing has its challenges. That was particularly tough because. And I'm responding to the stuff in the.
I know you're right.
Weird, so
which one is he watching? Is he talking to us through Discord?
Are you looking at Discord?
Awesome design, action design team. Arnold Sean.
Wait, are you looking at us through Discord or YouTube? YouTube, I think there'll be a latency.
Yeah, I'm looking at Discord. Am I doing this wrong?
No, you're right. I wonder why is there latency on Discord?
I don't know.
Right. Actually, we're getting it in real time. I don't know what's hold on, let me see if I can do anything on my end. I can't do shit. Does it hold on, let me see. No, it says I have 45 ping. I'm hosting a channel.
I don't know.
I'm looking. Hold up. Connection. Okay. I didn't even change. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why there's latency. I'm sorry, man. I'm super apologize. I'm not sure why there's latency. I'm trying to figure it out here. Appearance. Shit. I don't know why there's latency. I don't know.
Yeah, we
I don't know why there's latency. I don't understand. You know, maybe I need to. Maybe we need to jump out of the call and jump back in. Maybe. I mean, am I coming in? See, I don't know.
He's the only one that has the latency issue.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it would be me, right? Yeah.
Oh shit. Chris J, you already down one right now. We both down one right now. Oh shit.
Yeah.
So can you? So am I delayed? Like when I'm saying this, is it like it's not matching the video?
It's like in person. Like
I hear this like now.
Okay, so now his latency's it's getting better. It seems like.
All right. When you said it's getting
better, it seems like I just heard that.
Okay, so, good. That's good. Okay, so what about now? Am I sounding like I'm talking in real time?
You said real time just now. So however long.
Oh shit.
Delayed. So I would just say if you ask the question, a few seconds for the.
Why is your mic low, twin number 2?
Does it sound better now?
Life.
No.
No, I lose a life now. I gotta lose.
I got you.
Life.
Oh, you say you use a life? You want to lose one? Bet.
No,
really.
All right. All right. So okay. So okay. So now, so now you hear me in a delay. Like after I say this last thing, that should be
last thing.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I gotta give you. I gotta give you. It's not too bad. I gotta give you a few seconds. Okay. All right. So all right. Well, welcome. I got a bunch of questions for you, but let's go ahead and get our other introductions out the way here. Starting with, in no order, the Rage Queen, Cool Cat Terry. What's up, Terry? Introduce yourself and tell everybody what you're currently playing.
Hey everybody, it's Cool Cat Terry from Twitch. I'm just playing Anthem because Anthem is live. I got over 310 hours in it so far, going great. Working on all of those challenges. I got Interceptor done. I'm thinking getting close to halfway done with the Colossus, and working my way through it. But it's been lots of fun, enjoying it, and I'm looking to get back into ESO this weekend as well.
You should get it. You should get it for #PC. You should get it. But it's whatever. Welcome, Terry. Next up, we got Platinum Godfather. What's up, man? Introduce yourself and tell everybody what you're currently playing.
What's really good, everybody? Welcome to the most seen individual, of course. You know your boy Platinum Godfather on Twitch, wherever it could be heard, wherever it could be seen. I am currently playing Devil May Cry 5, trying to get some achievements in that, as well as getting achievements in everything else. Trying to 100% it. Try to get that platinum. Road to 100. We've been slacking up, but we're going to get ourselves back on our feet and keep on the grind. The grind continues, baby.
Woo! The grind continues.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome, sir. Next up, we got Brandon the Whole Man. What's up, man? Introduce yourself and tell everybody what you're currently playing.
Hey, I'm Brandon the Whole Man here, and I've currently been playing Tales of Vesperia.
Great game. Love it.
Yes.
One of my favorites in the Tales series for sure.
I think I've played mostly every single Tales game that there is today.
Yeah, I'll go all the way back to Super Nintendo, but I need to tuck my age in. Let me tuck that motherfucking shit in real quick. Yeah, there we go. All right, well, welcome, Brandon. Next up, we got Primetime, a.k.a. Dave D, a.k.a. my twin, but he doesn't look like me right now because his haircut and mine isn't. What's up, Dave, man?
What's up, everybody? What's going on? My name is Primetime. Just representing the podcast crew. Currently, I'm playing Borderlands 2 is what I'm playing right now.
Okay, Borderlands 2.
Nice.
I'm playing that shit as well.
Not like Terry here, Miss Grumpy.
But no, Danny, you gotta fix
I got
the
it.
video.
I got it. I know I was trying to, because I'm still trying to get the settings, but I don't know what it is. So I was still trying to fuck around with the settings.
It's okay. Right. I know you're nervous. It's okay.
I'm not nervous. I'm like, fuck my shit. All right. Well, welcome, Dave, even though you are me, I guess. All right, next up, we got King. What's up, King, man? Introduce yourself.
What up, everybody? This is King from Twitch, currently playing RE2, Darksiders, and Smash Bros. With friends on that downtime.
All right, Smash Bros. You getting your booty clapped, or are you winning?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm the one that's booty clapping the people.
I don't know, dude.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Oh no. I'll believe you. All right. Because you can't unprove it. So all right. Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the platform. I'm the host. My name is Dan. I am playing Borderlands 2. I'm also playing Anthem, even though it may be against my best judgment, but I'm still playing it. I'm also playing Sekiro, and I'm thoroughly getting tenderized in Sekiro. Sekiro is showing me that I ain't been shit in a long time. And it's proving a point. It's like, dude, up until this point, you's a bitch. And that's where I am right now with Sekiro. So it's thoroughly whooping me. And then Division 2. So I've been playing that as well. And scared. People wanted me to play Resident Evil 2. I'm a scary ass dude. It's hard for me to carve out time for me to be that stressed on live stream, because Resident Evil 2 is scary than a bitch. So people have been wanting me to play, but I've been kind of inching away from it. So that's I can sort of say I've been playing it. I cut it on, went through the menu, hit start, saw Leon, and turned the shit off because I was like, fuck. So if I could go through all this stress. All right, so like we said, we have a super special guest, the man, the myth, the legend, Chris J. Alex. So man, listen, like, yeah, you. Just listen, man. I was trying to come up with questions for you, dude, and see, you don't understand. I was going down the list of all the shit you've done, and I was like, how the fuck am I going to push general questions with all this shit you've done? You've done a ton of things, man.
Have to serve drinks.
So it's just
keep doing some shit, man. It's expensive out here.
So let's start with I call them IGN.com questions. Let's get that one out the way. How did you get your start in just like in media, voice acting, motion capture, stunts, TVs, movies? How did you get your start?
Okay, so I'm just gonna answer this because I don't know how late it is, but I got my stunts. I got my started. The first job I ever did when I moved out here was it was actually a stunt gig. I always wanted to be like Wesley Snipes growing up. I always wanted to do action movies. So the first thing I did when I went to LA, I was like, okay, look, I gotta find them wherever people's trained. I'm trying to kick some booty on screen. So I went to this place called Valley College. I met. Oh no!
No, go ahead.
I got the low battery thing. But anyway, I went to the LA Valley College, and the first person I ever met was Dan Southworth. Now, if you do your homework, Dan Southworth actually plays Virgil in Devil May Cry. He was also the Quantum Ranger. It was the first person I ever met, and he gave me my first job, which was this movie called Lords of the Underworld. And that to date is the hardest movie I've ever worked on. I just came out from Michigan, and I'm used to being in the cold. Like, all right, this is nothing. LA, it was fall, and we were doing essentially. It was like this weird movie where they were playing like basketball, but like to the death, and the rim was sideways. It was weird, Incan Mayan weird take on it, but nonetheless, we were out there freezing. There were no heaters or anything. We had to go barefoot for a little bit. That today was the hardest thing I ever did. And from then, I met his friend Ruben, who's actually Dante. I know it's weird, right?
Oh, shit. Damn, it's like Devil May Cry right now. It's telling you something. It's
it's so weird. But Ruben had his own production company because he started off on Avatar, so he had that crazy Avatar money, right? So he started his own studio, and he had like motion capture and stuff. So luckily, I had been learning Japanese before I came there, and we had connected because he was like, "Oh, you speak Japanese?" I'm like, "Yeah." Da 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 da. And then, long story short, I put together a reel. We kind of just, kept in contact because we had trained at the same gym. And then I went to Anime Expo. I was handing out little CDs because I'm like, "Y'all want to be a voice actor? This is my demo." And then I see Ruben, right? And he like with everyone who's like everyone because he has a big studio. And he's like, "Oh wait, CJ, you have voice reels, right?" He's like, "Yeah, give it to me." And he's like, hands it to Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, like right out the gate. I'm like, "Oh, shoot!" Wow. And then the next day, I think the next week or the next day, I got an audition for Tomb Raider Underworld.
Shit, that's Terry's. She loves Tomb Raider Underworld. Hell yeah!
I did all of Zip's stuff, and actually through Chris Zimmerman, and then through then it's kind of like I just got job through job, just kind of surviving, doing a little background and stuff, and then I had just started building momentum. I did an episode of the Boondocks.
I saw you were Catcher Freeman, right?
Yeah. I got that gig because I just reached out to the producer on MySpace back when that was a thing, and he actually came through the crib, heard the audition, and luckily there was a spot open. So that's kind of how I started. I just always hitting people up, always staying ready, always training, and then when opportunities came, I just kind of pulled the trigger, and that's kind of how it happened. So I'm still here.
Networking, baby. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. So let me ask you kind of a funny question. So like, I know you do stunts and shit and fight scenes. Was there a moment where you swung or kicked and you actually knocked the motherfucker out? Like, was there a moment where it was like, y'all and you hit that motherfucker for real and he gave you that look like, what the fuck?
See, that's the funny thing, dude. As a stunt person, there's so much pressure because there's no this is a referral only business. It's very rare that you audition for stuff. It's normally a coordinator will be like, "Okay, I got this actor. He's 5'10" or he's 6 foot. I need him to jump over this car. I need him to do this fight scene." And then they'll kind of just go through a book, or they'll call other coordinators and are people who they know top of mind. I'm like, "Hey, can you do this? Can you work?" So it's very just referral only. So that's like, if you hit an actor on set, you fine. Like,
shit! No,
it's so much pressure. Yeah, like even when we're training, we're like we joke all the time. You tap somebody a little bit, oh, you fired because it's
dead serious.
It just oh shit, I'm fired.
Like with Tom Cruise or something, right? $20 million picture, actor. And you hit him on a take, and all of a sudden, he gets hurt, he gets cut, continuity goes out the window, or, Lord forbid you injure him, and then everyone's out of work for 6 months. Like, on that level of the game is just, that's the Super Bowl. You don't fuck up then. So I have never hit an actor. I've been hit, but normally that kind of happens when two actors are fighting each other. It's very, it's unlikely that a stunt person would hit the talent because that's a no-no. You don't do that.
What type of hit did you take? Was it like a roundhouse kick? What was it?
I took one on the interface. A really good one. I actually have a permanent little.
Oh shit!
And you'll see when me and Bakari. This is funny when he was like, "You want Bakari's ass?" Like, actually, he kind of got me good. But I was handcuffed. I was handcuffed to a table, right? So I couldn't really move. And we were going through the scene, blah, 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 blah. And there's a point where he's supposed to slam my face in the table, right? So I'm handcuffed. So I'm looking like, okay, the handcuffs are this way. The ridge is here. I'm just going to go to my shoulder. So just act the first part, right? And then, we doing the scene and we start getting hyped. We're like, all right. So then he slams my face. He actually leans in and I'm leaning in. I'm like, oh, shit. So I actually hit
oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I was just like, and I wanted to swing on him, but I was handling.
Get me out of this shit, man! Fuck you, dog.
Let me out.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit's amazing, man.
I've got hit by that. I actually got hit by a niece too. But you know, it's part of the job. You know, other stunt people hitting other stunt people, like, and then actors accidentally hit other. That happens because you know, you're trying the best to get the shot, and you know, normally when it's two stunt performers, they're going for blood. It's like, okay, we gotta get it. So you know, it's more likely for them, you know, to ding each other and get hit. It's part of the game because there's a little more trust there. You know, you go a little harder. You know,
right.
But as far as like actor and stunt person, you know, the stunt person hitting the actor,
it's over.
It's a no. It'll yeah, you don't want to be that guy. But actor hitting a stunt man, absolutely.
That was just like shit. Fuck,
hit you a little too hard. You're like, okay. You might stick an elbow out in the take, and you might hit.
Oh man, you all right, dude?
So, what's the craziest stunt you ever performed?
The craziest stunt. Okay. You know what's funny? Because I've mainly been a fight guy. I never signed up for anything too crazy because the first thing to do is like, hey, they'll call you like, okay, I need somebody to jump from this building to that, and you know, are you available? So they'll tell you, you know, if it's something crazy up front, and you got to know right then and there, like, oh yeah, I can do it, or no, I can't. You know,
right?
If there's a slight hesitation, automatically like, no, you're not the guy.
Right.
So I think the most thing that I was most apprehensive about. That just on the phone sounded crazy to me, but I was broke as fuck, so I was like, okay. It was actually from Red Dawn. So you know they remade Red Dawn, right, with Chris Hemsworth, and they had a Hodge in it. So there's this scene where it's like, okay, we need you to jump 10 feet over a ravine, right? So. And on the phone, I'm like, 10 feet. Ooh, shit. And then it was funny. It was funny because I had never met Darren Prescott before then. So, like I said, when it's a referral business, somebody put my name into it. And I already knew this guy. I was like, okay, that's actually a good gig. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, so he didn't do it. Oh, okay.
There's a reason why.
We're going to jump 10 feet over a thing. And I'm looking at basketball rims and shit like that. I'm like, that's a long way.
Will Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain, though.
I'm thinking like, because I already said yes. Like, you go like, yeah, you're good. Shit, that is a long way. So then, luckily, we got there. They built a platform. Bad.
You can't hear
it actually wasn't that bad. So, in movies, what happens is. You get what's called an adjustment, and that's kind of a way to safeguard yourself where, you know, production doesn't overuse you. So say I got to jump out of a building. Every time I jump out of that building, I'm going to get my daily and I'm going to get an adjustment every time. It's just to make sure that I get it. So, you know, we did the first take was cool, and just for showing up, you know, I got like, you know, I got my daily, which was nice. Then each time I jumped, we jumped about like 3 times. I got like another 400 on top of that. And now,
let's keep jumping this motherfucker. Let's do it.
Right.
That was like, and looking at it on film, like if you go back, it's actually my real. It looks a lot scarier than it was. It wasn't too bad, but I think that's the scariest thing that I've done. Just going up to it, but like getting there, it wasn't too bad, but. Just when you think about like 10 that's a basketball over a ravine,
you're like, I might not make that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not make it. I know my big ass can't make it. I'll definitely fail. Like,
well, you know, you don't want to be that guy.
I don't want to be that dude. I don't want to end up on World Star. You already know.
You want to definitely make it. But that's probably the coolest thing. Oh, explosions too. Explosions are those can.
Can you feel the heat from that explosion? Like when you're so close to it, it's like fuck.
You can. Absolutely, you can. That's the thing that I didn't expect. Like my first movie that I ever did was this Jesse Johnson movie called Last Sentinel. No, that was a second movie. The first one was the Ink and Weird naked basketball shit that I was talking about. But the second one was a Jesse Johnson film. He's a dope action dude. But I remember, you know, when they set off those fires, I felt the heat. I'm like, oh, yeah, fire is hot. I know it's right? I'm like, oh, it's hot. So, and then you gotta kind of be cognizant of, you know, when things explode, it's not really the explosion, it's what comes down.
Right.
You know, so you gotta
the
be
shrapnel
is the right place, and most of the time they give you enough. Yeah. They I mean, people know what they're doing. You know, if you're gonna hire a guy to blow something up, it's gonna be a guy that's done stuff a whole. But that's why I say it's referral only. So if you're the guy that, you know, that fucked up and blew some shit up, well, you're probably not gonna get that job again. You know, so that's why, like, reputation, everything, you can't hit actors, you can't, you know, fuck up, because it's a very, very high level of the game.
All right. I got it. Let's dive into kind of your voice career, because there was a lot of interesting voices that you have done, and it just shocked me on the levels of what you did. Now, one in particular, because I wanted to pick your brain about it, was One Punch Man. Lord Boros. You were the voice of Lord Boros. That was the main villain of, I think, season 1 of One Punch Man. How in the hell did you get that role? And what was the feedback? Because, you know, anime fans are super passionate, man. So what was the feedback on that, too?
So here's the thing. I had saw One Punch Man in its entirety in Japanese before I ever, you know, got an audition for the dub. So when I got an audition, it was like One Punch Man. I'm like, oh my God, I love this thing. For like 3 characters, I'd read for Metal Bat, I'd read for Melzargard, Boros, I still can't say, and then Blackluster, whatever his name was, I really didn't want to get him, and Boros, and that's what I ended up getting. But a crazy, you know, rabid fan of that series, and I remember watching it on Hulu. I was like, wait a minute, he beats everybody in one punch. How is that exciting? And then I got into it, and I was like, oh my God.
I love it, man.
So
I love it, man.
Yeah, when I went into it, I just wanted it to sound the best it possibly could. And I was like, dude, if speakers are not fucking rattling when I do this, if I don't, you know, punch this thing, like I would rather somebody else do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Go hard or go home.
And they really, we really, yeah. I was like, I'm putting my foot into this. There were 2 things that I really wanted, and that was that I got. Well, 3 things. It was One Punch Man, and Killer Instinct. I really wanted to be in Killer Instinct because I played it so much growing up, and I played the second one too. So I was a Tusk player already, and then just being able to do that, I was just like.
I know that had to be amazing, man. With Tusk, Lord Boros. I had to rewatch it again, rewatch the dub again, because I wanted to see if I heard your tone. And you know, you changed it up pretty nicely on that, man. You changed it up really nice on that for Lord Boros. And I got it. Like I said, our challenge kind of involves that after the interview, so we'll get into it. So like, yo.
He left.
He's probably went to go get something.
Yeah, maybe his phone dying. Maybe that's what it is. Because I think he's using his phone.
Using his phone for what? To broadcast?
Yeah, I think so. No. I think he's using his Mac. No, I think he's using his Mac.
Here we go. All right. Let's hope it doesn't break the internet.
All right.
There we go.
Okay, so like, what was the? Did you see the feedback on that? Like, because I know you see the comment section.
Apple Cord strike again. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh no!
No! Oh shit! Oh shit!
And I'm back, kind of. It's just Apple Cord. They're. All right.
Message.
Message.
Oh, you broke up a little bit. What'd you say?
All right, can you hear me? I hear some like some playback too from someone. I can't tell who it is though.
Oh no! Not again.
Yo yo.
Yo 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 yo.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that sounds good. So with Lord Boros, the fan reaction. What was that like? Because when they found out that you were the voice of the dubbed version of Lord Boros, how was that?
Might be some latency on his end again.
Oh no, Chris, we can't hear you, Chris. We can't hear you.
What happened?
Chris, we can't hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh!
I don't know.
He needs some milk.
Can you hear us?
Wait a minute. His phone might be on mute.
You can't hear? Really? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There you go.
I can hear you now. Yep, I can hear you now.
There you go, sir. There you go.
Yeah, I can. I can hear you.
There we go.
You can't hear me? Nothing? Really?
Yes. Yes.
No.
I can hear you. Oh.
All right, let me try something. What about now? Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. It looked like you got an old Facebook photo with your shit froze.
Oh damn, his shit did freeze. Wow.
No.
Yo, Chris, we can't hear
This
you.
is not a good commercial for Apple products right now.
I know it is. Chris.
Wait a minute. Chris.
I don't.
Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Give me no or no. Yeah. Are we cut again? No. No?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
So if you can hear me, say
I.
We can hear you, man. You're good.
I can hear you.
I.
Crap. No.
Huh? Okay.
Platinum, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me, sir?
Can you hear me, Chris? Can you hear me, Platinum? Platinum.
Yeah, I can hear everybody, man.
Reaction, I really didn't know because I don't listen too much on the internet. But it's weird. I'm hearing stuff back, so I'm trying to answer while you guys are hearing you guys in time. But I got the reaction when we went out to New York Comic-Con, and this brought me out for a One Punch Man panel, and it was just amazing experience. So I don't know how people felt outside of there, but at New York Comic-Con, it was great, and the reception was great. I don't know if that was just because I was there and they didn't want to say booze in my face, but either way, that reaction was super amazing and fantastic. So I try not to read too much stuff on the internet because
I know how it is.
You should be hearing me finish now.
Did you see a lot of people cosplay as Lord Boros in New York Comic Con?
It's a very hard cosplay.
It's gotta be difficult as fuck.
For a couple of that is a hard one. It was amazing, but I'm just like, dude, between the eye and the that is a very, you gotta be committed to Boros. But I saw one, and it was amazing. He's a tough one. He's very tough. Yes, tons of side timers though. But I mean, he's like, Mr. Clean, and you got some dish rags and dish gloves.
Right.
Hell, I can almost do something right now.
So now, what the impression I got were people were loving it. You know, a lot of like hardcore anime fans, the dubs, they really don't try to watch. They usually watch either the subs or they just watch it in its original language. But I think the good thing about it was the general consensus. They thought that you definitely captured of like what Lord Boros would be like. Like, you know, he's a long monologuer and he has like this kind of like deep piercing voice that is intimidating, you know. And I think that when they kind of saw that, they were like, yeah, that's kind of how the fuck he would sound. Actually, he would sound like Chris J. Alex. He would sound like him. He would just be like, you know, who the fuck do you think you're dealing with? You know, like that. Like, it sounded really good, man. You know, I'm a huge fan of it. So
I watch a lot of the Japanese too, man, because like I said, I'm a Japanese speaker. I learn a lot, you know, from anime and from, you know, it just keeps me inspired. So I really, 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 really go hard on trying to bring that authenticity. And, you know, if I'm going to dub something, especially something I like, I'm like, okay, I gotta give it everything, because I know so much work goes into those things. There's a coach in Japan that's called Gambaru, and it basically translates to, you know, you're gonna work your ass off whatever you do, and that's kind of something that we miss here in the States. You know, it doesn't matter what, you walk into a store, it's always, you know, they greet you, you know, can I help you? It's always they always at the top of the game. So especially anime, it's very, very, very difficult, very, very hard work. Try to honor it with all that I can.
For sure, for sure. Question is kind of, because I know you've done everything. Out of games, TVs, movies, or anime, what if you had to choose one? Like they say, okay, you'll get paid for the rest of your life, but you only can do one of these with your career. What would it be? Would it be games, movies, TV, or like anime?
There's just the reason why if I had to choose one, I love movies is just because, well, I'm kidding. Halfway. The reason why is acting is amazing. But if you think about it, there's a lot of tools that, you know, that as an actor you don't get to use. Like, I don't get to use my face. I don't get to use, you know, it's very difficult to, like, how do you convey certain things when you take away, you know, 1/3 of your instinct?
Right.
And, you know, not to mention, you know, there's a little bit of vanity in there too. Like, I really like being recognized for my work, you know, and I'm still coming up. You know, my thing is, I don't want to be the guy that's got like a gazillion credits. I don't know what the fuck I am. Yeah, I'm kind of still that guy, but at least I'm progressing. Recognize what I do. I want people to know what I do, and there's a little bit of power that goes, but you can inspire, you can empower people, you know, and being a little bit of a motivator by nature. I really think all of that ties in together. I love that energy of, you know, and tell cool stories. I think, you know, number one, I think it's definitely more challenging to shoot a movie, especially on location. You know, you're dealing with the elements. You're not always it's not the most comfortable thing, and it's actually really, really hard work to be on camera. You know, it's a bit of a drag making a movie. The most rewarding thing is sitting back, seeing it, and getting the reaction. That's kind of the real reward of movie work. But it's not all glamorous. It's very, very hard work. But I'm not gonna lie, it's probably the most fulfilling thing that you could probably do. That's just me not being a viewer.
Right. Well, I feel you on that, man. You know, you have that passion, you know, and certain things lead you in that direction, and it's just like that's where it's at. That's what makes you the most happiest, you know. It's like get in front of that camera. Yeah. beating dudes' ass, on that major level. Yeah, and it's going to happen, man. I mean, you literally have that look for like, okay, we're going to put you in a bunch of action movies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have that look where it's like, all right, we're going to have you whoop this dude ass here. We're going to have you come in, you turn around, you go, I'm Chris. And it's just like, yeah, I can definitely see that shit. Worst project. What was the worst project out of all of that media, out of games, movies, TV, anime? What was the worst project that you've done? Like, with conditions? What was it?
I'm not going to fall into that trick. But I will tell you, I would definitely say that I've been in one or more projects, a lot of them, where it just kind of feel that, oh, this is not it's not going to be great, but I'm going to do my best I can with it. So yeah, I'm the type of guy, I try to see the best in every situation. There has definitely been projects where I'm like, okay, this is one of them, but I really try to focus on you're doing what you love. Okay, it may be a Scorsese project, enjoy it. Just enjoy it. And hide your face. Try not to get too much camera. Don't be too good. That's about there's been a couple.
Okay, all right. What about now? I know
actually,
you have.
I will give you one. So this product, it was just embarrassing to be in.
Okay.
What was the name of it? It was like one of the first things I did. It was called 1,000 Ways to Die. Oh my god, it was so embarrassing.
Oh man, that was my shit.
But I will say that is the most fun I have ever had working on something, because I literally just got to improv. It was fun to do. Very painful to watch. I'm gonna. Yeah. People see it, they're like, hey man, please, God, what today? Oh, okay. Anyway, but yeah, that one was. But it was so fun to work on.
That's funny, man. It's 1,000 Ways to Die was it. All right.
So guys, that is my alarm. I have to drive and make it across town to a meeting. I'm really sorry I couldn't stay for the whole thing. But if I can give you 5 solid minutes of whatever y'all want to do before I
okay. Really all right. So what I want to do is the battle. So I want to do the battle. So let's do this. So let's set it up. Real quickly, we're gonna battle. We're gonna do an evil voice, like evil villain monologue. We both get a minute apiece. We spout that bullshit that a villain would say. Best voice wins. Yeah. And we put you on the spot. You could be anybody. You could be Boros if you want. I got my own character that I created called Lord Fuckery. And we will, and you can be whoever you want. You can create a character. So we'll have our panel and chat vote. So let's start. I'll start with you since you're our guest. Your best villain voice. Okay, I need you to do a 1 minute monologue on. Yeah. And the timers whenever you're ready. All right. Timer starts now.
He said, fuck this.
Hold up.
I don't think we can hear him, man. I think he got the phone to his voice, like to his mouth.
Oh, shit.
Damn. Well, Danny, I guess you won by default.
No. Chris.
Bruh.
Chris.
Bruh. Oh my god.
Chris.
It kind of fucked me up, but yeah, there you
Chris.
Yeah.
We didn't hear anything that you said, bro.
Yeah, we missed it all, dude.
Yeah,
it's just
you
like,
had
oh, shit.
No! You had no audio.
No! I'm kidding. Wait, he's back. He's back. Are we gonna hear Lord Fucker?
Yes, we're gonna hear Fucker. All right.
Oh no.
Hold on, let me get some water. Here, yeah, we can hear you. Yep. All right.
Oh no. Oh no.
So you think you have me cornered?
Was Mr. Silent.
Okay, Mr. Silent.
Crazy thing ever. And he was super good.
Okay. So you think you have me? Well, let me show you my true power. My power of 1,000 suns. To burn your inner soul. To crush your spirit. And I will now show you. Intergalactic Ultra Bomb Fuckery Stab Move. No! There you go. Alright, so...
I think you're seeing everything play out.
Yeah, he's everything play out. Oh, shit. See, he's listening to it right now. It's all delayed and shit.
Oh, man.
He was like the silent killer. He's just sitting right now.
Is he froze? Is the camera froze?
Looks like it froze.
Oh, shit.
There he is.
So I imagine there's quite a bit of a delay. But thank you so much for taking me out.
No problem, man. Thank you for taking your time out with us, man, and blessing us with your presence, sir.
Yeah. So I
thank you.
Thank you so much. Like you said, guys, check out Interface. Thank you. Love you, man. Check out Interface. You know what I'm saying? The links are below. You can follow him below. And thank you, Chris, man. We super appreciate it, bro. Thank you. All right. Okay. That was
so
interesting.
many tech issues with that.
Oh man, I hated that there was tech issues, man.
I don't know. I don't think it was on my end though.
No, I'm pretty sure it was on his Apple products.
he was working on a laptop or something, or what?
Yeah, he was doing it on a laptop, but I think the Wi-Fi where he was may have had some latency issues.
Oh man,
yeah.
We gotta have him back. We gotta have him back.
We gotta have him back because that was.
I don't know. You gotta have a better connection than that.
I think it just was bad at that time because he's done ton of interviews like that and they were all gravy.
But he also said he doesn't do Discord, right? Did he say that?
Right. I think he said he didn't do Discord. He's not familiar with Discord.
So he's not familiar how
it runs. Yeah, and I think he needed because he could change the server on his connection. I think he needed to change what connection he was on to get rid of the latency because he definitely had some real bad latency. We had like CNN latency. You know what I'm saying? So,
Terry's screen was just like frozen, just like
Really?
Yeah, there was some lag.
I don't know.
Like Brandon's screen froze for like 2 seconds.
Did mine ever freeze?
Yeah.
It did? Fuck. I wonder is it
like
Discord
just now it just froze.
Really?
Yeah, there were some times where it kind of skipped and froze a little bit.
It's literally 100% for me and the stream. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at the stream and it's 100%. So it's
now it is.
We'll just take it that some of the issues from Chris trickled in after he left.
No, but we got to have him back again.
We got to have him back again because we got to get that full interview. Because there were technical difficulties. We got to get him back because I definitely want to hear that voice again, especially since we didn't get a chance to hear it. So we got to have him back.
Yeah, we gotta have him back. Hold on, let me do this one time for the one time. Let's do that for the one time. All right, let's get into our roundtable topics. Fallout 76. So Fallout 76 has been getting some flack because of the pay-to-win bullshit. Now, remember a long time ago when they first talked about Fallout 76, they said it wasn't going to be pay-to-win. It was going to be like Rust. Rust is not pay-to-win. It's like survival. You can't just buy shit. You have to fucking play it or you're wrecked instantly, and that's how they made it seem like. But with the new edition, there was a new update coming for Fallout 76. And what it does is it enables users to pay for health packs. So it's like you can just stack. They're usually kind of hard to find. You have to usually find them. But you can now just pay real world money and walk around with 15,000 like stem packs or health packs on you. So it makes PvP like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? I got to fight this dude for 5 hours until he runs out of stem packs. You know what I'm saying? So let me start with David. What do you think, man? Like, do you think this was kind of a little money grubbish by Bethesda, or do you think they need to somehow subsidize Fallout 76?
Well, I think really, I just think it's a bad move, man. You shouldn't be charging, being able to pay for health packs, especially in a PvP game. I mean, if you have the potential to fight a real world person, they shouldn't be able to stack up health packs. They become invincible. So I say it's a bad move. But to me, creating Fallout 76 itself was a bad move because the game just doesn't look good. You know what I mean? And I knew it from the jump. As soon as I saw them janky ass legs and the way the atmosphere looked super jagged edged, I was like, nah, that game is gonna be garbage from head to toe. So nah.
For sure. LaLa. That's what Todd Howard and them. That was basically what they pitched for Fallout. Was that Fallout was a full-on survival. And within survival, if all the characters are human, that means automatically there's PvP. And when he showed the trailer at E3, of course it was all PvP. They showed some PvE elements where they were fighting some monsters and shit. But then they showed other people shooting at each other, people teaming up to kill folks. And that was kind of what they pushed. They pushed a Rust environment. But it wasn't that. And then now we got this where now you can just basically just be healthy as fuck in a survival game. Like, I feel like that literally breaks it. Like, that destroys any type of survival element with Fallout. Brandon, what do you think?
I think it was a bad move because people can just buy as much stuff as they want and basically max out their credit cards and stuff like that just to try to win a game.
It's just so fucking sleazy. It's a sleazy ass EA move, and you would think Bethesda wouldn't try it, but they did it. You know what I'm saying? They said, yeah, we're gonna channel our inner EA, our inner Activision, and we're gonna charge motherfuckers to win. Platinum, what
they probably did that just so people can go, oh, I'll play the game since I can be easy to win now.
Right, I can just live. What you think, man? Platinum.
I just think it's ridiculous. I never support those type of pay-to-play. We had a discussion about that a while ago, but I never support that type of shit. That would just discourage me for even investing, going any further with the game or going, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because you just don't feel like it. Because it's like you don't feel like you can win, and it's like, and I don't want to pay to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to. Okay, I'm going to have to invest my credit card a little bit if I want to hang. That shouldn't be the case. You know what I'm saying? It should be more on survival, skill, clans. It's definitely should be about that and actually surviving instead of just paying to survive. Because then what's the point? They might as well just call it Payout 76.
Platinum.
What's up?
Platinum. You know who needs to pay to survive? Hip Hop Gamer, when you go ahead and take that. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
No. He needs to cheat to survive.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
We waiting on you. We waiting on you.
He said he needed. Hey, he said he needed a stim pack. Is that what he needed?
Yeah, he don't need a stim pack.
You know, hey, it is what it is. I think Bethesda, rightfully so, should get some flack on it. Nobody should be above, no matter how much we love the franchises. Nobody should be above flack. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt about Anthem. Like, no matter how much I love Anthem, there's some things they just honestly should receive flack for. You know, do they need childish shit? No, they don't need shit that's childish. But do they need actual criticism of some things, and some things need to be fixed? Yes, you know, and that I can respect. And that's why, you know, when folks are going at it, they're saying literally it's more of a, people are sick of trying to be nickel and dimed by every fucking company. You know, we plop down $60 fucking dollars. We feel like that should be it. Or if you have things in the game that have a monetary incentive, then it should be something that maybe either is cosmetic or help bridges the gap between immersing yourself in the game. Nothing should be affecting the actual gameplay. It shouldn't be something that, you know, I can survive forever if I pay. It just to me, I just hate that type of practice. So, you know, I was just interested that people were just like, what is this? You know, why? You know, why is this happening? Why is Bethesda doing this? And people said it too. I give Big Mike credit, even though he's a fucking asshole right now. I give Big Mike credit. He did say, he was like, man, people are going to be shitty. You know, he was like, Fallout 76 will have microtransactions. And I'm like, man, you know, Big Mike is failing. And he's right. He was right about that. Big Mike, I give you shout outs, but I'm going to still take a life away. You know, because
even though he was right.
Yeah, even though he was right. You know what I'm saying? This is a harsh. We got the platform set on Sekiro difficulty right now. You know? But
what you think about that, Cool Cap? What you think about that? About the Fallout having those stupid microtransactions?
Personally, I'm not a fan of, you know, pay to win. But at the same time, we've always preached that people should be able to play how they want to play, and if people want to spend money on it, I mean, who are we to tell them they can't do it? So,
but it affects other players, though.
Let people do what they do.
But think about it. In a single-player game, you want to pay to win? Okay, that's fine. Multiplayer, though? It's like, if I don't have a credit card fat enough to survive the onslaught, that is scary. You know, and that's a trend that I do not want, because if I'm fighting somebody, like I set up a PvP match in Fallout 76, like I shoot somebody and he takes damage, he runs behind a corner, pays to win and buys 50,000 stim packs. Well, I can tell you right now, I ain't got the cash. So
I don't think it's that fast, right? I don't think it's that fast.
It's as you can go in the menu. You can literally go to menu, hit what you want, and buy it. That's how quick it is.
That fast.
It's that fast, so it's not like.
Yeah, but don't you have to go somewhere to retrieve it, though? Like, you're not going to just instantly have it in your inventory. You have to go pick it up somewhere, don't you?
It's instant in your inventory. See, that's the thing. That's the problem with it.
Oh, that's garbage.
It instantly takes an inventory slot. Whoop!
Really?
You got stim pack. Yes.
But I thought they had a really shitty inventory system, though. So wouldn't people's inventories be kind of full already?
Yes, that is the problem too. There were complaints that people purchased it and their inventory was full, and boom, no stim packs. They didn't get them because they just didn't have the inventory.
They don't like go someplace else. You gotta go pick them up or anything. They just disappear.
No.
Yeah,
they just disappear.
Bull. Like, I would be more mad about buying something and then it just disappears.
Yeah. Now they say they patched it. They claim they patched it, and they said now it should just. It should go to your storage at your safe house or your base. So if you have a base built and you have like a storage box, they're saying now if you have too much in your inventory, it'll just warp there or teleport there.
Okay, well that's better than them just fizzling into non-existence.
Right, yeah. And I think they said if you don't have a home and you buy it, it just falls out of you like it's on the ground. and you can throw some shit out and pick it back up, which is dumb because if you're not thinking and you go to buy that and some PvP action and that shit fall out and somebody else run by and grab it, pick it up if they can see it. I don't know if they can see it. That's one thing.
Isn't it account bound though? I mean, if you bought
it could be. It could be. I don't know if they can see it.
Yeah, I don't think they would pull that kind of BS, Danny. I'm pretty sure it'd be account bound.
Yeah, they pull that. That shit is definite. That's highway robbery. You pay for something, and somebody else can pick that shit up. Oh, hell
right. But listen, it's so skeevy. You start thinking about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, can I just?
He's over here doing that. No. He's doing that. IGN or
DMZ. Shit! Here we go.
Yeah, you're doing that DMZ.
Hold on, listen. I'm not doing the TMZ.Z.
TMZ.Z over here with Danny. What the hell?
I'm just saying. I just feel like that's the next step. You know what I'm saying? It's like the next step is just like
no, that ain't the next step, man. If that's the next step, I'm suing them, and I ain't even got the game. I'm just gonna sue them. I'm gonna say, man, y'all can't do this to people. Y'all can't do that, man.
Listen, it's fuckery even though without it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even without that level of fuckery, it's still fucked. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, that's still fuckery. I mean, to pay to play, to be able to purchase material, have that material directly in your inventory while you're in a PvP match, I mean, that's cheating because somebody could just keep buying health packs and that person can never be beat. That's cheating. I can't believe they allowed that.
Well,
that happened.
Well, there's some controversy about it right now, and there are talks on like they might remove that shit. I honestly think they're gonna remove it. I think it's just gonna be one of those things where it's like, boop, no longer in the fucking store, and it's gonna quietly
take that shit out.
Yeah, I think it's gonna quietly disappear.
And all the kids that are using their mother's credit cards.
Oh, they're gonna be so fucking sweaty. Oh god, sweaty chat. Hey, Dave. Dude, I'm about to buy some stems. It's like, oh, God. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying, you little kid? I'm like Terry right now. I'm Terry triggered right now. I'm like, damn. She hates the little fucking kid on God of War. You know what I'm saying?
I can't stand that kid. That kid is the big reason why I stopped playing the game and why I ended up muting the damn game. Yeah, I didn't want to listen to him talk. I just couldn't.
What's up, Frozen? LaLa, you can jump in if you want.
Can we since we're doing some round table stuff, I know you don't have it on the list, but can we for a brief moment kind of like rip into Blizzard?
Yeah, hell yeah.
They recently, for those that don't know, they recently banned the OK hand gesture.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. This is now permanently banned in all their games.
Why?
Why?
Because it's really stupid. It's really, really stupid. They banned it because there's a small group of people that are claiming this means white supremacy. And it's like, no.
It's a white supremacy.
It's like,
it actually does.
This has been the OK symbol way before that small little group wants to use it. So this has nothing to do with just because a group uses something doesn't mean it belongs to them.
True.
I mean, the KKK could go around right now and start using certain emojis right now or memes. It doesn't mean they own them. You can't. They should use
the shit emoji. They should use the shit emoji.
So no, but I'm just saying. So it's really stupid. And I recently saw YouTuber Timcast talking about it, and I'm just like, what the hell? So literally, I think his name's like Zenyatta or whatever in Overwatch. He literally he sits there with two OK symbols doing like his little thing, and I'm like, what? You gonna redesign the whole character now? Like, what?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing behind that. See, the OK symbol has like a bunch of dual meanings, and I think what it comes down to is who's using it. And I read up on it, and I remember that a long time ago, like when KKK first started. There was a lot of hand gestures that would dictate who they were in society. So, like, if you saw a judge or something like that, and they were making the OK symbol.
If you're looking at the majority of people across the world, because it's a worldwide thing.
That's true. It's an OK symbol.
It means OK. It doesn't mean it means OK.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Yeah, the topic. Well, the topic is about. Terry said that there is a controversy going on with Blizzard that one of their characters does an OK symbol, which is also the white supremacy symbol. But I want to ask a quick question. Let me ask a quick question because this will kind of help quantify and understand why they did this. I think this is what we need an answer to. For them to ban this particular gesture, did they simply just hear one complaint and out of that one complaint, they went ahead and canceled that gesture? Or was it something they noticed in their community? That they noticed in that Blizzard community that they noticed that there were factions or multiple groups in that particular Blizzard gaming community that was specifically using that for that? Because to take it away,
none of that
one complaint, that's not fair. But
David,
if it's multiple complaints,
okay, David,
we gotta ask questions.
David,
it was only one vote.
It was one complaint. It was one complaint.
They made a whole banning because one guy on Twitter made it and said something.
Yes.
There was one person.
Well, what it was, David. Here's what it is, David.
Did Blizzard say that? Blizzard said it was one person.
No, but Blizzard. Here's what Blizzard said. They basically, it was a knee-jerk reaction. They said that they noticed that there was a interesting conversation on Twitter about one of their characters' emotes. So they basically said, okay, what we're going to do is, since we noticed that conversation taking place, we're going to remove any trace of it. And here's what I think. Okay, I'm the most.
They might as well. If they're going to go that route, they might as well redo Diva then too and get rid of the peace sign because that.
Yeah, because the peace sign was fucked up too. But see,
because the peace sign means the middle finger in, I think, what is it, Vietnam or whatever?
Yeah, so, it is Vietnam. Yes.
Where are they going to draw the line? I mean, you can't please everybody, and if they keep trying to please everybody, then nobody's going to be happy.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Hold on, David. Let me say this. I think this is the reason why it's catching so much steam, because that is actually a real thing. The KKK did use it as a symbol, but you know how society is. Society, things will change. It's just like the swastika. Back in old, ancient, Chinese, or I think it was either Japanese or Chinese dynasties. Chinese. It wasn't a swastika. It was a peace symbol. But once the symbols become tainted, then, and especially, negative things have way more reach than something positive. With Nazis and using a swastika, it just stuck with it. So no one dares to use it. But I think the OK symbol, I think it was more widely used as OK, and this is like the research, because I constantly looked at this one because I was going to add this as a topic, but I was like,
such a small percentage of people that use it for white supremacy. What
it was back in the old 30s and 40s when the KKK first was kind of like a thing. That symbol, like I said, was shown to show who you were. So it was like an identifier. It was like, if you're somebody that's kind of in leadership role and you put that symbol up, that shows that, okay, yeah, I'm a white nationalist, white supremacist, whatever that was associated with it at that time. And that was what it was. But, it wasn't like a mainstream thing. It wasn't like folks was just supporting KKK. I mean, there was some racist times at that time, but it wasn't like that was the group to support. It was all around racists. You know what I'm saying? KKK was just a group in that time frame. So that wasn't a main thing. And, with movies, people do gestures in movies, and that changed, that whole thing from being a KKK thing to A-OK. And it's kind of like having your hands do like a O and a K. So I think it was a rush to judgment. Was it a actual thing? Yes, it was it did belong to a terrible thing. But was this a rush to judgment? Yes. I felt like they should have just said, well, our dude isn't racist. This isn't a thing. We don't support white supremacy. This is an OK symbol, and this is how we've designed it because of the character. He thinks everything's okay. He's a blase type character, and this is how we've designed it. I think they should have steadfast on that, because what that does is that's anything, even if it's something for, say, African Americans, and some person feels like that the main protagonist shouldn't be black. He should be this. If that voice can change that actually affects us as a community. So we want to be careful with what we shut down. We want to make sure that we kind of
They should have just stood their ground, because like the majority of people, when they see that, they think okay. And now they're setting the precedent, because if something, everything is going to mean something else in different cultures and different, in different niches and whatnot. So the moment you start changing everything because it means something for someplace else, we're not going to have anything, because everything is going to be taken offensively somewhere.
Everything's going to have to be attached to something. And you know what? Everything, most things have had a bad and good side. It just depends on how you use it. Now, if dude was a white supremacist in the game and he was flashing that symbol, absolutely heads should be be rolling, on a swivel. But that's not the case. And I think some things, you just got to kind of sit back and go, that fight ain't worth it. That's bullshit. And, you got to kind of, there's certain things that just truly are not, there's more, I should say, like, there's more things to worry about than that.
That's why you have to ask the question. But that's why you have to ask the question is, okay, so one guy complained, due to that one guy complained, and Blizzard went ahead and removed that. Yes. But did they do that as a result? So did they say, okay, this guy complained, and did they go back into their servers, look at some of their recorded gameplay, and see some of the conversations going on? Did they go back into their servers and say, wait a minute, we noticed that, whatever Blizzard faction over here, Blizzard faction Kingdom, is actually full of white supremacists? And then they looked and said, oh shit, we see that Blizzard faction Demon Spawn 111 is also full of white supremacists. And did they go back and see that?
Yes, they did. Terry, you're wrong. Yes, they did. They did do that, Terry. They did do that. They did. They said that what they saw was that there were, and it wasn't a lot, David. It was only 2 factions who were doing it. And each faction had like 6 members. So it wasn't a high percentage of people doing that. So that was what it was a jump the gun. It was basically, I don't want 100% association with it. And I get it, because as a company, you want to be all inclusive. And you want to make sure that you show your consumers that I'm not shutting anyone out. I don't want to feel like. But
basically, they're saying it's okay for us to shut something down because there's a small group of 6 people that do something, but there's a whole country that hates another symbol that they use, and that's okay. Now that makes no fucking sense.
Well, it's all on business, though. You got to remember they're a business.
They're on some BS right now. This is some super BS. All right, because like I said, majority they see it as a very peaceful. It just means okay. It doesn't mean anything bad. Just because 6 people out of the entire world that disagree with it doesn't mean that we should change things to pertain to those people.
A la carte. They found some faction. It was like 2, and like I said, they were 6 group members in each one, right?
Hey, I mean, all those factions start off small, and then that's how they grow.
Right, and that's my point. Is did they, when they looked in? Because it's hard for me to believe that because of just one random guy on YouTube who complained and said, hey, he noticed that when he plays other people or other factions, he noticed that OK symbol being flashed quite often, more than any other kind of move that they allow you to do in the game. So if he complained and he said, hey, this looks kind of prevalent, and then the company goes back and reviews their membership, reviews all those languages, all the people who communicated, and say, wait a minute, we noticed that there is a trend.
Then ban those 6 people. Why ban a symbol? Was it just 6 people?
It's just was it just 6 people? But if it was just 6 people, then they're wrong. Because that's only 6 people. But if it's more than 6 people, then they're correct to do that.
It was a super tiny group. It didn't matter. They made it more than what it was. Those people.
Except Terry, you don't know. The next day they could get 30 new followers, and that.
Right.
Like what
now you're running on fear, now you're running on fear. Now you are running on fear, and that means everything is up for grabs.
Shit.
Going forward, I'm gonna say doing 3 fingers means something else. Let's go ban it now because we're gonna run the fear. There's a possibility maybe in the future a bigger group might adopt that. No, that's fucking stupid.
I'm looking it up right now, a la carte. I'm looking it up right now, a la carte. I'm looking it up right now.
Let me say this. I don't think he's saying like. I don't think he's mentioning that in the sense of.
He's like, well, maybe.
But hold on, Terry. But it's not about fear. But Terry,
it is running on fear.
But hold on, Terry. Listen to me closely.
It's history. It's history.
Hold on, Terry. I want you to listen to me.
So you're running.
I want you to listen to me, Terry. Let me give you. Let me walk you through this real quick, Terry. Let me walk you through this real quick. Now,
I don't think fear is the right
part of
word.
town.
I think they're just afraid of that backlash. That's what it is. Like
fear,
controversy. I don't think
that's
fear.
Fear. It's all, they're afraid of backlash. They're running on fear, man.
Well, let me say this, right? Let me say this. Now, I live in a town, right, where the part of town I live in is kind of a mixed community, right? And so there's another part of town that I go to because there's grocery stores and other things, and it's considered kind of like the, you know, right part of town, right? And so, yes, when I go there, is everybody in that town going to be racist and white like that? No. But I can gather by the people that and all of the history and the rumors about that particular town, I know that when I go there, that the chances of that type of racism getting bigger is going to happen. And so when I go there, I don't go there saying, well, listen, I know there's only 6 people here. The police won't pull me out the car and whoop my ass. But guess what? There was just a couple days ago on the news that somebody was in that town. A black kid got pulled out of the car and got his ass whooped, and he was not, you know, he didn't have any guns on him. So what I'm saying is that when we see those pockets of racism like that, you can't just assume that because they're small. Hold on, Terry. You can't assume that they're small.
No, because now you're going to have to literally ban everything. Because everything is going to be
racism is a disease, and it can spread just like a cold, just like the flu, and it can spread just as bad as any other disease out there. And so when you got these guys out there who are low self-esteem, who are low educated, who don't have nothing, and all their friends are online. And they go to these wild communities, they go to these blizzard communities, and all they hear is these guys say, well, fuck the black dude, fuck the Mexican dude, you come to our shit, come to the white supremacy
You're
clan.
You're going to have idiots like that without the
these people are really good at cunning at making their
but you're going to have racist assholes no matter what. You don't need a ban of fucking hand gesture that nobody else uses for that reason except for them. All right.
Well, let's take into consideration of what the evidence is. Let's look at the evidence.
They're going to be racist anyway. It doesn't matter if you ban their symbol because they're still going to have freedom of speech and they're going to say whatever the fuck they want to say. Who gets
But what's the evidence behind that? But what's the evidence?
But this is more than
what's
that.
What's the evidence?
There's more
what's
to
the
that.
Evidence?
Because the moment you go and you ban a simple little symbol that nobody uses in a bad way, you have to start
show me the evidence.
Might as well ban the peace symbol. Might as well ban everything.
Show me the evidence.
Every fucking gesture in any video game going forward might as well be banned because it's either going to be offensive in another culture.
Show me the evidence. They ban this stuff for no reason. Show me the evidence.
You might as well just ban it.
Show me they banning it for no reason. Show me, listen, I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe that it just so happened that a whole bunch of people started using.
Hold on.
I refuse to believe it.
Hold on.
A game could
I refuse to believe it.
Oh my God. Hold up.
If they might adopt it, you might as well just ban it.
Show me the evidence.
Hold up.
You might as well just ban everything, man.
Hold up.
Prove it.
Hold up.
You're fucking just playing off of fucking fear.
Terry, David,
You're
Terry,
playing off of fear,
David,
dude.
Terry, David. Let's breathe. Let's stop. Let's just breathe together.
No, it's fucking bullshit, man. He's playing off of fear.
Listen,
not
Terry.
fear.
Terry.
That's fear.
I'm a black man.
Terry, David.
I'm a black man. I understand what the world is all about.
It was at this moment
I
when
remember
they knew
being called a tar baby when I was working at the Milwaukee Art Institute in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I remember being called a tar baby, right? I remember hearing the stuff that my mom went through. I remember all these things. So don't tell me what I don't know. It's not about race baiting. It's about dropping the truth bomb and living that life. And I've seen this.
David.
This is the same symptom.
Calm down. Calm down. Hold up, David.
Prove it.
David. Calm down. Oh my God. Calm down. Hey.
You're running on fear.
Hey.
You're running on fear right now, dude.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's do this. Let's because I was getting ready to mute a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Let's calm down. All right? We don't want to have a Malcolm X conversation today. Let's not have it. You know what I'm saying? Let's not have it today. Today is a different day. We had Chris on. He almost died. You know what I'm saying? let's just woo.
I'll be right back. I gotta pause.
All right, I know you gotta what? Let's do.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Let's get to the next topic because that topic.
I appreciate Terry though. I appreciate Terry.
I
got much love for Terry.
What is this?
We always get it in this. I got much love for Terry.
Let's breathe. Let's hold each other's hands. Let's say a peaceful chant. We'll say, "Oh, what a goose I am! Oh, what a goose I am!" All right. Anyways, next. PSN. Big Mike was fucking, and let me take another life from Big Mike here.
Yeah. Please take him
This
another life.
confirms I'm with Terry. Sony's hot poop. A piece of hot poop.
Right, exactly. See, Chad is like, where's Big Mike? Let's take another one away. Let's do that. Let's do that.
These are small things, but it's just more reason why. Why does everybody, gotta be, jumping on how great Sony is when it takes them fucking forever to get simple little features that everybody else
like changing your name.
Yes.
Listen,
Xbox, you can change it, but you keep all your achievements.
And it takes them.
You can't keep your achievements.
360 had name changes. It took them to the end of the PS4 generation to add that feature. Come on, Sony.
Listen.
And then it took them how many years to add the external hard drive expansion for the PS4 after Xbox redid it? Sony's over here sleeping on everything, man.
Hold on, Terry, that is amazing. Hold on, before you make that point,
Xbox is like, okay, we'll give you Xbox compatibility, backwards compatibility. Sony with their PS4, oh, you can't play PS2 or PlayStation 3 games.
Right.
You have to buy it through
Unless
the store.
you want to rebuy all your games again.
Exactly.
Let me do this one for Mike, because Alucard just informed me that he's actually losing in the tournament. Big Mike is officially dead. He's officially dead for the next show. Yeah, so when he comes on next week, I will tailor make a wheel for him to spin.
Oh yeah.
It will literally have three tiles.
Hardest of punishments. Hardest punishment.
It'll have three tiles.
The hardest punishment.
One will be instant death, so he'll have to do two punishments, and the other two tiles will be punishments that we choose. So it's an ultra death wheel. So it's either he dies, or he dies. So, so just be ready to go check that shit out.
And I just wanted to comment on Alucard because he's over here defending Sony about how it took them a long time because they're all their services. It don't take over 10 years, man. Sony's sleeping.
I'll say one thing about the name change thing. I know Platinum would not like it either. When you change your name, you lose all your achievements in that.
Yep, some of your achievements.
Only for certain games. They dropped
some games.
List of games.
Yep,
they dropped a whole list of games, and within those games, if you change your name, you would lose. You could lose all your trophies and games.
You could. There's a possibility.
On certain games.
It's not true because I haven't.
Sony literally posted the list of games, man. It's from Sony
I know.
Direct.
I looked at this shit myself, but there's no issues because I'm part of a trophy group myself. So
fine, yes, but they said.
Did you change your name, Platinum?
But
did you change your name?
I changed it. Remember, I told you. Hold on, time out, Terry. Hold on.
Lose it all.
No, hold on. Shut up.
Because I thought you had Platinum Godfather or something like that, right? Platinum Godfather.
Yeah. Name. Yeah.
Okay, so now did you keep your achievements? Where you didn't lose shit?
It's changed. That was the only thing I was concerned about, but nothing changed. Nothing else. That's what I was afraid of myself. But depending on like the server, what game, they did list the games and things like that, but there was no issues whatsoever.
They said it was a chance of you losing it, so
yeah,
it was. That's scary though, man.
Not achievements, but as far as like save data, like
your save data, like your play time and stuff like that. So like Platinum, were you kind of like when you hit that motherfucking submit, were you like, oh shit?
Yeah, I was thinking about it for a minute. I'm like, man, how's this gonna work? So
right.
Well, isn't one of the games Fortnite that if you change your name, then you lose all your like.
I don't know about Fortnite.
Kills.
You kill your KD kills.
Platinum is a huge Sony guy, but he always fucks up and calls them achievements, not trophies. He does it all the time.
Oh,
that's it. I like the word though. I combine
but they're
both
not
of them.
achievements.
Trophy achievements.
Achievements are Xbox, man.
Ooh.
And Steam.
And
not Sony.
Ooh.
In my book.
Shit. You let Terry do you like that? I thought you had Terry's number.
I already explained. I don't need to defend myself again.
You sound a lot like Hip Hop Gamer after he lose that belt to you right now.
I do want to say one thing about Hip Hop Gamer. It's gonna be a sad day when Platinum go ahead and take that
belt. You know it's Q, baby.
Platinum, take the belt. Take the belt home for us.
Man, if you accept my challenge and stop being a bitch.
Oh, Platinum, here we go.
What do you mean, Platinum? Challenge? He challenged you.
No, I challenged him. If you go back into the podcast, I said, when you gonna let me take that bet off of you? That's when I first said
that was when you challenged him. Yes, that's true.
He issued the challenge. He said, "Here's the time. Here's the place. Come meet me there."
It's not set in stone. He got to set it up.
He did. He said, "We'll do it right here at this time and date." He literally said it on the goddamn podcast.
If you want to go rewind it, go ahead and rewind it, guys.
I was there. He
said, "Here we go. Let's go back. Let's take a look at the tape." Here, I'm going to pull up the tape right here. I'm pulling up the tape.
He said to some stuff. He got to work behind the scenes. He was probably going to do it at Summer Jam or whatever. If it happens, if not, it's going to happen at the studio or whatsoever. I haven't got no word back on that, so it's not confirmed. You know what I mean? Go back into the episode. Go back.
I'm going back right now. I got to pull it up right now.
Whether it's friends or family, business, however you mix it up. Hold on. I remember. Wait. I remember having.
They were intended to use after you beat the game.
That would be perfect 10.
Go up to New York, son.
Hey man, listen. I will help you with the plane ticket. If that's
Here it is. Oh, wait, you gotta go back.
You gotta go back because he had it. I think he said it before that.
Shouts out to Tyler. If you want to come on the show and talk that talk, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah, so I'm
we'll talk to you too, Tyler.
I'm here for it.
I'm down for any challenge.
Let's go. All right, so we're going to see. What we're going to do is we're going to get it set up.
Yeah,
hold on, let me go back.
You got to go back. You got to go back a little bit more.
At the Mortal Kombat anniversary event in New York City that I hosted. You know what I'm saying? He gonna show me a watch. He gonna show me his watch with nothing on it.
Oh shit!
Not on my watch. Not on my.
Like he
just said his
Hold on, let me show. Hold on, let me go. Let me make sure if people can see it because they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Hold on. All right, boom. I think that's it. All right, there it is. All right, so he want that belt. He want that belt.
I'm gonna bust my ass. I'm gonna bust my ass to get that belt.
My whole goal.
Hold up.
Hey,
oh shit! You had to die right there for some reason. Why?
One more turn.
Oh, no face.
Yeah, and one more.
It's right there.
Oh
my god! What do we?
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, releases on the 26th.
Yeah.
I like
it.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but however you want to do it, on what system?
PS4, baby.
Oh, we didn't get to the beginning.
Right there. No,
take
he's
the life away from
right
Platinum because I'd rather you do it before I do it.
Share the screen because we love sharing our screen.
Yeah, because we're gonna share the screen so they can see. So let me do. Where is it? Here it is.
Yo, Hip Hop Gamer, when you gonna let me take that bet off you, homie?
Oh, Platinum! Oh shit! Platinum! Oh shit! Oh shit, Platinum, you're right. You challenged him. Oh shit!
But Hip Hop did give me the time and place.
There was no time. He laid
Terry.
He literally said when you do it at his freaking Mortal Kombat event.
Terry.
Terry. He was saying he was at the Mortal Kombat event. He was trying to brag saying that he played against the developers. He was trying to make it seem like he beat them, But that was only for that particular
he did say somewhere, he keeps skipping around so damn much. He did say somewhere in there that he had an event that he was going to be doing in Times Square. And
right, that wasn't before Brad to put the challenge out, though.
Yeah. Right, your thing was you said he challenged him.
It was after that because he said,
Terry.
"Yeah, come on down, we'll do it here."
Terry.
He didn't say
Terry.
He said, hey,
hold on, Platinum, hold on.
All right, what up?
Play
Terry.
the whole fucking thing.
Terry,
He keeps
here,
jumping here and there.
I'm getting ready to play it right now.
He did. There's literally a spot in there. I fucking remember it. There's a spot in there.
Literally, the first time that conversation per the tape was initiated was Platinum challenged hip hop. And that's where it is.
I had said that he already gave you a time and place, and he's still denying it. He fucking.
The question was, did Platinum challenge hip hop? That was the question. The question was, did Platinum go in there and challenge hip hop?
Hold on, I'm gonna play it again.
We gonna let me get that belt off you, homie.
I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play it again for everyone.
Platinum initiated the challenge, and then hip hop accepted it
Right, I'm
and
gonna play
gave
it.
you a time and place.
I'm gonna play it again for everyone, just so they can hear it. So they can hear.
Yo, hip hop gamer, when you gonna let me take that bet off you, homie?
Ooh. So
with the low blow.
With the low blow.
With the low blow. And I just.
All right.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that.
Be awfully strongly.
All right, next up we got Halo. So there's a rumor going around that Halo is like the most expensive game ever made, the new Halo. I think it was 500 million.
What?
No,
I don't think that's true.
Nah.
Because what are you spending it on? Like, what is this going to
Yeah,
be
what
on?
are you doing?
Well, if you're gonna spend 500 million, you're gonna make it 4K, 60 frames per second,
Open
flawless,
world,
everything. It
giant
looks like a
open
movie,
world,
pretty
fucking-
much.
Yeah, I'm gonna say movie technology.
What was that freaking game that I think Crytek made or whatever that nobody
Crysis.
could play?
Crysis.
Because that one had a lot of money put into it. That and they even
Okay, so marketing, they could put 500,
They
200
even
million
went
in
as far for Crysis where they got NASA involved, and NASA was like at the highest settings. We couldn't even play that game. So I mean,
Crysis 3 was a good game.
So I'm saying, if you're going to be going on that level, Crysis probably had a lot more money dumped into it to get NASA fucking involved. You know what I mean? So no, not Halo.
I'm agreeing with a la carte. I think it is something. Maybe they are going to with like a gigantic marketing campaign. Like they're really gonna fucking push this game. The marketing budget, is tied into the total cost. You're right. It's just like, damn, they are really they're focused on Halo, so they got something up their sleeve. If they're putting money in it like that, just even if they're putting in the all-around budget, maybe 200 million for the game, maybe 100 million for marketing or something like that, wherever.
Halo with Microsoft or before when it was Bungie?
I think this is Halo Microsoft. I'm not sure. Let me know if I'm wrong on that one, a la carte, but I think it's 343. 343.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting. I mean, that's a lot of
because
money.
I know the original Halo, the 3 Halo games, when it was Bungie, they didn't dump that much into the game.
No, I can't remember how much that budget was. I know it was a few million for sure, but I can't remember what that budget was. But damn, 500 million. That's a lot of fucking money. What's up, Silver? Capex has nothing to do with performance and hardware. On hardware.
I'm gonna Google that up. What's the most expensive game?
Okay, some of them are saying marketing's included. Drace Hayes says that marketing's not. So we're having.
Counting from what I read, Bungie sold it to Microsoft. Microsoft made 343 manage it. Yo, what up, Silver? You missed
because
it, man, earlier.
Right now it says Grand Theft Auto 5 is
the most expensive,
most
right?
expensive game, followed by Modern Warfare 2, and that was
shit! They put some money in Modern Warfare 2 like that.
250 million, and GTA 5 265 million.
Are they including marketing or no on those numbers?
Let me see.
I know Grand Theft Auto didn't need any marketing. I think they only had to do one fucking trailer. Everybody saw it and was like pre-order. Like, honestly, I don't think
it
they had
says here for GTA 5, the game costs a whopping $265 million, with $137 million to develop and $128 million to market.
Damn. So maybe they split it in half, 250, $250 million.
And here's Modern Warfare 2. The game costs $50 million, but they dumped $200 million for marketing.
Oh, God.
That's a lot of marketing.
Yeah. Shit.
That's a lot of
money for marketing. Wow.
Well, I mean, it was Infinity War at their height, so they're like cash flow.
Shit. Wow. Yeah. If they put that much money into Halo, I expect it to be dope. Like I think they're actually saying, you know what? People are always complaining about Xbox not having this, marquee franchise.
And then when they say Halo, though, are they picking one game, or are they summing up the franchise? Because of course, franchise.
They're saying the new Halo game costs $500 million.
Just the one game?
Just the one new Halo game costs $500
million. Okay, so I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, because now if they're selling up the whole freaking franchise, I mean, then that's different,
Right, because then that's over time. That's like sales and all that.
I mean,
shit.
they got like 6+ games included versus like one game. That's totally not a fair, assessment.
No, I don't know. I have to look more at that and really see how much they're spending. I mean, those numbers that Grand Theft Auto put up, those type of numbers, that doesn't surprise me that they would spend $500 million on Halo. They could.
That's quite expensive.
That's why Halo, if they're spending that money, they're giving 343 that money, and they're giving them this much time.
They better do it right.
Halo needs to be, something special. You know what I'm saying? Like you play Halo and you're like, shit, I need an Xbox or a PC because it's coming out on PC. Confirmed. #PC. It's just crazy. That's just a ton of money. And, I hope it works out for him. I hope Halo's dope. I want it to be dope. I want it to go back to its heyday, but just on a grander scale. I would definitely support that shit.
I'd say the last good one was ODST, but then 4 and 5.
ODST,
just I didn't play 5. I played 4. I just didn't like it.
Right, yeah, I'm with you, a la carte. I see it. Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm still looking at this information. That's why I said rumor, because sometimes these rumors,
it's not
they
Big
fall flat.
Mike TMZ.
Yeah, it's not a TMZ.z Big Mike link, but it's definitely on a questionable end. It can't be proven, but it can't be not proven. So it's just one of those things we kind of got to wait and see. All right, next up, Assassin's Creed. So Assassin's Creed, this is another rumor leak, whatever you want to call it. Supposedly, it's supposed to feature Vikings.
It's the second different rumor for it, because the first rumor was it was going to be in Rome during Cassius's era, to kind of, which would make more sense than Vikings, because it would literally, because we started.
Was it supposed to be continue off Odyssey? Or?
Odyssey, that's what I thought originally.
It would make more sense. It would make more sense because you went back to Egypt when Greece was trying to get in there, and now we're focusing on Greece with their wars that they're having, and then it would make sense to then jump to Rome when Rome starts their has their empire taken over. It would make sense to be going in that direction. Vikings goes backwards. So I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know.
No, Vikings. Well,
they do go back.
Vikings was around time of Romans also.
I thought so.
Further back.
They're Germanic barbarians from up north. That was the Vikings also.
That's true. You're right, Dre. They were savages too. There wasn't like a Viking hero, maybe to their clan, or whatever their people. But I don't think. The main protagonist is a Viking.
Assassins, do they? They had no problem just killing somebody.
They're straightforward.
No, Vikings, they go in, they kill everybody, take stuff.
They're not going to sneak in and kill anybody silently. They're going to make a statement out of that in public. You know?
Yeah. Vikings are definitely more straightforward. So it would be. Maybe that's their goal. Maybe they're like, no, this Assassin's Creed isn't.
I'm gonna still stick on the rumor that of the Roman thing would make more sense and be more accurate. If the Viking thing does pan out, then so be it. But I'm gonna stick with I think the Roman one would make more sense, and that might be more accurate than this other rumor that sounds super off.
Well, I mean, they done American, they done Central and South America, they done Europe, Africa. Everything.
Yes, but they basically are doing like a reboot of the series. So time wise, they're going back through.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those. Like I said,
The Roman Empire would tie into the Greek stuff. Vikings, they would not.
This is a big Mike link. So
because they're over the Vikings.
I don't know. Yeah.
When the Vikings left Scandinavia, they were more focused on hitting England and France and stuff like that, and over in Europe because that was closer to them. They're not going to go way to hell down by Greece. So it doesn't tie into the storyline.
I don't know how they're going to fucking do it.
It definitely resets some things.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to fucking handle. I don't know how that's going to pan out. I would like to definitely explore maybe some Asian stuff. Let's do China, Japan, something. Not like that fucking shit they did on the handheld or whatever. Not that shit. I want an actual. You want to talk about you talk about assassins.
I want to play as a Viking and go pillage everything.
Vikings, there would definitely have to be no assassins per se. You would definitely have to have more of a group effort with a leader. You know what I'm saying? And somebody leading into battle. And the battle has to be the focus if they do it that way, because then it's like, how do you tie everything together? So it's just
maybe they're approaching it like Brotherhood. Maybe they're approaching it like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Okay, Brotherhood, because you could control people. Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess it would be. I guess it would be name only, but. You know how it is. Assassin's Creed is just like, would you play Dark Souls if it was a racing game? I mean, Dark Souls is Dark Souls Racing coming to PlayStation 5 and Switch. I don't know.
I don't know. I just think the rumor for the Vikings. I mean, it could be true, but I think it's a little too far fetched right now.
Yeah, I don't even think they're working on shit right now. Honestly, they had said it themselves.
Did Assassin's Creed do one on Russia and China?
They're still putting out DLC for Odyssey yet, so I mean, I don't think they're gonna be too.
Yeah, I don't think they're really.
They're probably still in the idea factor of what they want to do for a story for the next one. They probably haven't even settled down on anything yet.
It's like, do you continue Rome or do you? Actually move the story forward and start with a new protagonist. So, I don't know. Would be interesting, though. Let's see. Next up, we got Borderlands 2. Me and Terry talked about this a little earlier. Borderlands 2. And she kind of proved a good point, is that every time there's like a new version of the game that's coming out, the older versions always kind of get a big pop. I just thought this was interesting because Steam got this pop, not just Twitch. But 60,000 concurrent players right now in Borderlands 2 on Steam, which is pretty massive. I mean, that's a massive amount of actual people online playing this fucking game. And it's like, 7, 8 years old? How old is Borderlands 2? It's like 2012 or something like that.
I think it's about 7 years.
Yeah, about 7 years old. So, it's interesting that they kind of did that. What does Silver say? They used to do one per year. I'm sure they're into it. Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of to circle back at that. The developers themselves said that they were going to try to do it different with the production of Assassin's Creed games. They're going to release some and then take a break. Then release some and take a break instead of constantly pushing them out every year. They said it themselves. So we're probably not going to see shit on. It was hurting
them pushing them out so much because people were really starting to hate the games.
You got fatigue. It was like, God damn, I got to buy this motherfucker every year. So I think they're.
For the Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, for Assassin's Creed,
yeah.
They were pushing them out so much that the people really hated them.
I think it was just
too much. Like Assassin's Creed 2 and then 3 and then Black Flag.
Yep. And then Assassin's Creed, it was Brotherhood.
Freedom, what was it called? Freedom something?
Freedom Cry.
DLC. I don't even know the order of them.
It's so.
There
it was so
actually
many.
there were other ones before Black Flag. Black Flag is labeled as the 4th game, but I think technically it's the 6th.
Rogue.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue. Yeah, and then you had Brotherhood, and you had the first other one, Assassin's Creed Revelations. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is one of my favorites. I love Revelations.
That one was good.
That one was good as fuck, and it was creepy too, kinda. So Borderlands 2, $60K right now on PC. #PC. They say we don't game, but we do. We don't just look up porn; we game too. We have the porn on one screen and the game on the other. So we're talented people. All right, I think that's it. I think I got to open topics, but what time is it? Oh shit, it's 3 o'clock. Well, it looks like it's that time, my friends. I sound terrible as a singer. Wait, hold on. What you mean, Dre? PC Master, wait. What the fuck you mean by that, bro? Let's see. Star Wars got a boost too. Yeah, it did. Star Wars got a boost too because of the trailer for sure.
The third most expensive game was Star Wars: The Knights of the Old Republic.
Ooh, how much was that one?
200 million.
Gee.
But you notice that all those games that got hella money put into it, they were fucking good. So it's like if Halo puts that, if the 343 and Microsoft put that much money into Halo, chances are it could be dope as fuck. As long as they don't pull a shitty development cycle, it should be pretty dope. Let's see. Shouts out to chat, Dre, Silver, John.
We're gonna have Chris back on. We
gotta have Chris back on.
Alucard.
I'd say another life for taken away from Big Mike because
absolutely
we should have tested this yesterday. Have him already on the Discord.
I got Big Mike through. Big Mike -15.
Hear that, Big Mike?
He's -50. Hold on.
That's not even possible.
He just dead. So Big Mike has perished on the show.
LaLa overslept there, Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She lose a life also, I think.
LaLa, she gotta lose a life too.
Oh, LaLa lost a life?
I even said it's like, did someone wake up LaLa?
That's true. King. Nah, I'm just playing, man.
You handed out lies.
I'm just handing out lies. I'm just taking one away. I'm gonna take one for myself too. Shit. So 5 minutes to see Big Mike's results to see if they go to the next round. I swear I want to stay live real quick. Just so I can hear what.
See
the
how
fuck.
they're doing on that tournament.
Hold on, can we go to the mixer? Hold on, let me go to the mixer.
What's the Mike in a tournament?
Yeah, DualShockers.
The DualShockers is doing a Realm Royale tournament.
Oh snap!
Here it is right here. I think. Yep, here it is. I'm gonna pull it up for us real quick. Here we go. Okay, there it is. And then I'm gonna pull it up for us here.
But you know, really, the only tournament I want to see is Platinum taking this belt from Hip Hop Game. I want to see. Just get that going.
Oh shit! There it is, right there. See if Big Mike said 5 minutes. He's got fucking music going on, and we're gonna get fucking copyright strike.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Putting us closer
Thank you, Terry.
To our 10 mil goal.
Much love.
That actually puts Terry pretty close to the, I think, top 3 right now. Let me see.
Let's see.
Mike, you lose yet. Man, what confidence builder.
But
and then hopefully Platinum will have that belt around his waist to show on the platform.
That's right.
I don't have a fucking chat though.
You're about 100K away from Alucard. Actually, 100K.
Go to the right, and you might have to drag it in. Go. No. Scroll up, like right there.
And then on the
drag
monthly,
it in.
Let's see, the monthly broadcast.
What the fuck? That's why I don't like
Mixer's a weird beast.
You said top 5 per month.
Let's see. What happened? I don't know what happened there.
Whoa.
Oh, there I go.
Place.
Okay, all right.
Alucard in 3rd place. Trick and his sub account in 4th place.
Well, what does he need?
Superstar Bomb in 5th place.
Sparks?
That's on the weekly.
Is that what it is?
Cool Cat Terry and Superstar Bomb are actually tied at 435K.
Or am I even sending that shit right? Am I fucking up?
You guys are about 100K away from the top. Right now, the top number 1 is Insipid Ghost with 600K for the weekly. And then monthly,
what is
Insipid's
happening?
in the lead with Alucard right behind him. And, oh, Cool Cat Terry is actually in there too. You're in the top 5 for the month. 2, 4, 5 for the month.
For what?
For what?
For
Cool Cat, you in the top 5?
Oh.
Yeah, top Spark donators for the month get a gift card. I won a gift card last month, and I'm in the running to get another one this month.
I want a gift card, Terry.
Okay, right, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta drop those sparks, then, man.
Did I do it right, or am I? Is that the wrong fucking spark?
Yeah, Dan, you threw in like 500 that one time. And now you're just throwing emotes in there.
Oh shit, I don't know what the fuck this shit is. The mixer is like, what the fuck is this shit?
The pink ones are embers, so skip those.
Okay, skip those. Okay.
Skip the pink ones. Here you go. Yeah.
So do I drop this? How do I drop it?
Just click it. If you have it, you can just click it. And there it is. You just get another 250.
Definitely ended in style though. We ended up in 5th with a 10-player kill.
So is he winning or what's?
Is it winning or losing? Right.
Right. Yeah. Is he winning or losing?
You're super losing because we're the top people are at like 400K.
Pretty bad start.
Oh dang.
Oh yeah, I ain't got shit. Fuck you, Alucard. I ain't got shit, man.
On display. He's like,
I ain't got shit, man. I'm broke, man.
He comes in there and is like, look at this poor bastard.
Right. Hold on, hold on, I gotta take a life away from Alucard. How you gonna do me like that, bro?
Put you on display. I'm super poor right now. I only got like 600 left. Like,
all right, guys, I gotta bounce. I gotta get ready for work.
All right, Platinum.
Have a good one.
All right.
Take it easy.
I'm 2 away from the dinosaur.
All right, Platinum Man.
Oh yeah, that 550K is getting dumped in. Don't worry. But I want to see how close you get to the 10 mil.
I don't think they made it.
I don't understand whatever Mixer is.
Might not be able to play.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lost. I'm looking at it, and I'm lost.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing. I stick with Twitch, and I'm gonna be starting up on D Live because it looks freaking awesome. D Live.
Terry, so you can just keep streaming through Mixer. Is that how that works?
Sure. I'm not using fucking Mixer.
Yeah, she's not using Mixer. She's using D Live. She's using D Live and Twitch.
D Live.
That live D.
D Live and Twitch. D Live is new and it's community owned. Doesn't have that corporate entity pocketing a whole bunch of money from the streamers. So the streamers get like a lot of their revenue, and then the 10% of it will go into the community. So that way the viewers can actually earn money watching. Pretty cool.
Yeah, but their only big name is Beauty Pie, while Twitch has Dr. Disrespect, Shroud, Ninja.
Yeah,
who
but
have more.
Twitch has a lot more competition, so it's harder for a new streamer to get going. And Twitch takes like half your money from you.
Yeah, but being D Live,
you just leave it on the farm, DualShock.
I mean, small now, but Mixer used to be just as small, and Mixer's been growing pretty good.
Well, because it has
fucking all
backing
over the
from
place.
Xbox, Microsoft.
Yeah, and D Live is getting backing from a lot of big YouTubers. They're signing up a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, but you're comparing oranges with apples.
No, if PewDiePie easily has a more backing than fucking Mixer does by himself. So I'm not. There's more people backing PewDiePie than the entirety.
Big franchise company.
Yeah, but there's more people backing Pewdie than the entirety of Mixer. So if he gets all his people on board, that's more people. They can pass up Mixer instantly, man.
Advanced round 2, but that's all right.
Oh, we didn't.
Oh.
They did not advance. Oh, shit. So you already know.
Mixer is really small. I agree. PewDiePie has a way bigger fan base, and they're getting other big guys like Beast and other big YouTubers to sign contracts with D-Live, which means D-Live is gonna blow up.
So Mike could have been here hanging with us instead of losing.
Exactly. So you know, we already know where he starts.
If you ain't first, you're last.
That's right.
Believe it,
baby Jesus.
When I tell you that when
Dear
he starts
Lord,
this
6
show
ounce,
next week,
6 pounds 7 ounces, baby Jesus.
I'm telling
Sweet
you,
naked baby Jesus, man.
I think next week I definitely have to tune in from work just to see Big Mike
wait.
spin the wheel.
Like I said, there's a special wheel I'm going to build right now, and it's going to literally have 3 tiles. One means he died, and the other two tiles is to be announced. You know,
I hope you're listening, Mike.
He's totally not.
This is your future.
He's totally not.
Yeah,
right,
so
he's playing.
Exactly. So, you know, like I said, shouts out to Chris J for coming through, and technical difficulties
We'll have
aside.
you back on.
We'll have you back.
He's still a good dude. He has some. I'm pretty sure he has 1,000 stories to tell. So, all right. So, also shouts out to us here, Dave D, King, Brendan the Whole Man, Cool Cat Terry, Platinum Godfather. Shouts out to chat. We love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Catch us next week, 1:00 p.m. Eastern time. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Podbean. Did I forget anything? Spank Bang. We're everywhere. You can log in. Hit us up. All of our links are below. We got some wonderful streamers on the show, so check them out. Please show them some love.
Definitely look into our Podbean, everybody. For those that don't know what the heck that is, it gives you the ability to listen to our streams on all of your favorite streaming apps.
iTunes, Google Play.
All of that. Because I know a lot of people, they're not able to, sit there and have YouTube playing when they're at work or whatever. Now you can play our stuff on the
Spotify.
On those apps.
iTunes.
Throw us up on if you have like that satellite radio or whatever. Throw us up on when you're driving home or whatever.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in with us. We really do appreciate it. We will catch you guys next week, and we are out. Peace out.